Okay, so I'm going to explain two things in one video. I'm going to quickly explain Plato's forms in the Republic, and then quickly explain Aristotle's categories and posterior analytics. These are really easy things to understand. They're so easy to grasp. So Plato's forms is basically the distinction between what is knowledge and what is opinion. Okay? He uses the example beauty. Okay? Beauty is his form. Beauty is his form. And he's saying that all of the instances that we encounter through experience are our opinions of it. They're opinions of it because the object can only contain varying degrees of the form. That basically means that when we say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, the observer is basically the one that is encountering this form in their own opinion. So the opinion is basically how much the individual it's an amount. That would be the best way to say it without using like scientific terminology. It's the amount of form that we can experience in the object. We obviously can't experience the form beauty. We know it is a thing because we encounter instances of it. It is an opinion. We have an opinion of the knowledge. The knowledge is that we know beauty exists because we experience varying degrees of this form. We, like an artist, tries to capture this form constantly, in their own opinion of it. So that's why abstract art exists. That's, the form of justice, basically. We have instances of it in our political opinions, in our political systems. We haven't captured the entire thing, the entire form of justice. We know it exists because we aim to achieve it. That's a good way to say it. We aim to reach the highest degree of the form, although we know of the form because of the natural instances of this form, that we know it. The fact that we can't achieve the highest degree of the form is because opinion is subjective, right? So, yeah, that actually is a really good way to explain it. To bump over to Aristotle's categories, he's saying knowledge is superior to mere opinion, and that's obvious. The problem with it is that he's saying that knowledge in itself is an abstract thing, and it obviously is. Like I said, we try to achieve the complete in our own varying degrees, and it's never complete because opinion exists. So I kind of made a video before this that's screwed up, but I still kept this. So STEM degrees is science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and the categories break up again. Okay, in science I put two types of sciences. So we have biology and physics. Then under biology I put two types of biology, botany and zoology. And then under botany I put two types of species of plants, if that makes sense. You can have aquatic biology, I believe, and etc. In zoology, I put example herpetology, which is the study of reptiles. I don't know if amphibians is included in that, but that's giving an example of kind of we're kind of beginning. What would I call this? I would say tiers of knowledge, basically. So we can understand where the knowledge begins and understand where the opinion is at the time. So okay. When we are able to reach the point where we can say knowledge and opinion are like we have to research. We have to begin to understand more where these things are beginning to coincide, and then maybe opinion can become knowledge. Or maybe we find out that some knowledge was just opinion. And this is an important thing because that's how we're basically building up to reach knowledge, the form of it, if that makes sense. Because we've broken down knowledge into a bunch of things. And then those things we've broken down because we're investigating the entire universe with these things. And we have opinions of things. We have opinions of reality. We have opinions of existence. Correct? We also have knowledge of it. We know things about it where we've confirmed through the scientific method, and we put out facts. So everyone knows these things. We can teach these things. Makes sense? So we can know them, and from the division between where knowledge and opinion is, we can begin to start hopefully diminishing the opinion where it's possible and gaining more knowledge. So we can get the knowledge, if that makes sense. So, there you go.